Mr. Bay, did you ever watch Transformers while sober? These first 5 live-action Transformers movies may look similar to the Transformers franchise, but the themes and lore are just so different that it makes the Michael Bay movies look like fan fiction at best and a mockery at worst. That being said, here's an unorganized rant about the Michael Bay movies. I guess I'll just go through the movies one by one. Transformers. Yeah, so the Autobots are all jerks and wildly out of character, except for Jazz. You're about the same.
You want a piece of me? You want a piece? No! I want...
Focusing specifically on Optimus Prime, his whole thing is freedom and life for all sentient beings, right? Well, in these movies, that's something he says but doesn't really live out. I'm getting ahead of myself already, but for our benevolent Autobot leader wouldn't steal a man's face or shoot a human. I swear, his favorite thing to say in these movies is, "I'll kill you."
I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I will kill you! I will kill you! I'll kill!
I'm all over the place already. Why does Optimus Prime call the Allspark the Cube?
Before time began, there was...
Like, it would make sense for the humans to name it that because they wouldn't know what it is, but Optimus? He knows what it is, and this is the opening narration. He's not talking to anybody. Why does he default to calling it the cube? That would be like me looking at the sun and going, ah yes, the sphere. That's not how the Allspark works. There's no heroes in these movies, and it stresses me out. And what is the theme of the first movie, by the way? Aliens arrive on Earth, they fight each other, and they befriend a worthless human being named Sam. But like, why? What is the lesson? We follow the stupid and obnoxious humans for most of the movie, so is the moral, hey, if your used car happens to be an alien, you too will get a girlfriend. The 2007 Transformers movie did make one decent decision. It didn't really go into lore, so it didn't have the opportunity to then break lore. They smartly kept it vague and just let the Autobots be the ones we're supposed to root for, and the Decepticons are the ones you're supposed to hate, apparently. Just think about the missed opportunities in this movie. I mean, in the first fight scene, instead of focusing on Bumblebee and Barricade, we watched Sam get pantsed by a minicon. And I just... Another scene that displays the absurdity of this movie is the scene where the Autobots want to rescue the humans after they've been arrested, but instead of freeing the human companions, Bumblebee gets captured. How did we fail and go backwards? Against humans. I guess Arrival to Earth is a good song, so I'll give the movie that at least. Lastly, I'm not even being biased when I say that Starscream is the best Transformer in this movie. Does he have a personality? No, but none of them do, so that's fine, I guess. I say he's the best because he's the only robot in disguise. At the end fight in the city, the military calls in an airstrike, and cleverly, Starscream radios in that he's the air support. We allow him to fly overhead because we assume he's on our side until he starts shooting at us.
Yes! They're sending F-22s to the city!
Strike, Darkstar, roll call.
Air Force has arrived! Pop smoke!
Raptor, do you copy?
We have your visual. Green smoke is the mark. Provide air cover and vector Blackhawks for extraction.
It's Starscream!
Then he falls back for a while and blends in with the real air support until he starts picking them off one by one. It's so satisfying. I just feel like he's the only one who's actually camouflaged. Every other Transformer in these movies use their alt modes as transportation. Optimus will transform to get from one place to another, but rarely do they sneak around in their vehicle modes. And if you're like me and enjoyed Starscream actually utilizing his disguise, well, too bad, because it's the only scene in the entire franchise that it happens. And that's all I got for the first movie. Revenge of the Fallen. I actually like how this one started off. I think the Autobots and the government working together fit pretty naturally both in this canon and in Transformers lore as a whole. At one point or another in every version, the Autobots normally end up working with the government, and so I think that this worked out. I also like how the Autobot involvement is pretty much a secret, again attempting to add to the whole robots in disguise thing. But then the movie immediately downgrades when Sam shows up on screen, and for Primus' sake, can we please stop sexualizing Michaela? Since we're talking about humans, I guess I liked Sam's mom this time around. I think she had some pretty funny bits, but again, the human characters are insufferable and I wish they had less personality. Sometimes, in these shows, you get this really shallow human character and you're like, wow, they're so boring. But I think that would have been better than having human characters that make me want to take a long walk off a short pier. So, In this rare situation where the human characters are so annoying, it would actually be beneficial if they had less personality. Please stop spitting, I'm dizzy! Hey look, the Enola Gay! Hey look, Lancer! I like the lore they had for Skyfire, adapting elements from the original 80s show. Skyfire was previously a seeker and sent to survey Earth, but now he's old and cranky. Cool. Love it, I guess. But you know what I don't understand? Why is it called the Matrix of Leadership if it's literally just an activation key? I can't lie though, I love the part when Sam picked up the Matrix and the Matrix went, yeah, you're not that guy, pal, and disintegrates. Speaking of the Matrix, in this continuity, Sam earned the Matrix of Leadership before Optimus Prime did. So let that sink in. This is the movie that blessed us with the "Give me your face," and I'll never forgive it for that.
Give me your face.
Dank of the Moon. Let's talk about this intro real quick. First off, ew, 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 the deep fake of JFK is terrible. Secondly, I really like the lore of why we went to the moon. I think it was neat. Too bad it's in a Michael Bay movie. Excuse me, Michael Bay, we have a problem. You know how we made it a point in the previous movie that Sam and Michaela love each other and we can't imagine them dating anyone else? Yeah, why? Sure, Megan Fox isn't returning for the third movie. What are we gonna do? It's okay, boys. I found a new actress, and this one will let us show her butt on screen. Oddly enough, I liked Sam and Blondie's relationship more than Sam and Michaela. I just think they work better together.
Do not hit my car! It's a collector's item!
I wouldn't do that.
You're crazy!
Oh! We've got an energon reading! Got aliens in the vehicle! You need this dead! Wow! Got aliens in the vehicle!
For Spark's sake, stop screaming! Nothing makes me happier than seeing Optimus Prime drive around in his truck form. The real-life vehicles are probably the best part of these movies, baby. Also, I like the trailer being a portable weapons closet, but like, what if a villain just walked over and took a gun? Buzz Aldrin is in this?
And astronaut Dr. Buzz Aldrin, one of the first 2 men to step foot on the moon. Sir, Optimus Prime.
And from a fellow space traveler, it's a true honor.
The honor is mine.
And we've had multiple Star Trek references? This is awesome! I can't... Oh. And because I watched the 80s movie, I understand now that this isn't Nimoy's first time in a Transformers movie. Neat.
All hail Megatron.
Did Megatron just say, "All hail Megatron"? 2 elephants? This movie is not real. You know what I did like though? Optimus and Ratchet working together more. Also, Sam going to Chicago despite the fact that it's a suicide is almost heroic? Sam having a positive trait? Crazy.
She's here because of me, do you understand? Listen, if you go in this building, that's if she's even still alive. There's no way you're gonna be able to reach her. What do you suggest I do?
I don't know, it may have been heroic or it may have just been him in denial. Either way, I like how he got to kill a Decepticon, even if it's only the Dorito Man. And the scene was ruined by Sam's constant annoying screaming.
Anyway. You simply fail to understand that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Ugh, don't have Sentinel quote Star Trek when he's evil and killing people. It's not a reference or an Easter egg, it's just insulting and disrespectful. Ah! Okay, okay, but this scene?
Besides, who would you be without me, Prime? Time to find out.
Lastly on this movie, why in the world is Shockwave arguably the best character in the movie? He's at least by far the best Decepticon. He has a recognizable and unique character design that looks like a genuine upgrade and adaptation of his G1 design. He's still an evil scientist type character, and his pet worm is truly the invention of a madman who strives on destruction. He's menacing and scary. Even the human characters are afraid and cautious when they spot him. In these movies, the Decepticons rarely have a hint of personality, and therefore the humans treat them interchangeably. But Shockwave stands out. He's scary because he's Shockwave, and his pet is hungry for buildings. How many more of these are there? Age of Extinction. The Transformers logo didn't transform. I hate it here. 0 out of 10 movie. Also, hunting down Ratchet like a criminal is disgraceful, and I love it. I've noticed that before they actually start telling a story, these movies can have cool scenes. It's not until they try to tie these scenes together that we really start to have issues. I will admit though, it was smart for them to go after Ratchet first, because now that leaves the Autobots, specifically Optimus, without a medic. But why didn't we open with this scene? Instead, we're forced to sit through the human intros, but I guess this movie isn't about the Transformers now, is it? So eventually, we see Optimus Prime, sleeping, I guess, in his vehicle mode and stuck in someone's barn. I think that was pretty cool. I liked having Optimus as a pet for a few scenes, even if he was eepy. Genuinely, I would have loved more moments between Optimus and Cade before the rest of the plot kicked in.
Missile just missed your power source.
We call it a spark. It contains our life force and our memories.
We call it a soul.
So Optimus befriended Cade and is hiding in the barn, which leads to maybe the most Optimus Prime coded scene in this entire series. As we know, everyone here is wildly out of character, but for a moment, we see the real Optimus Prime in there. Cade and his daughter are being bullied by the government because they won't say where Optimus Prime is.
Search the property.
What do you mean search the property? You don't have a warrant.
My face is my warrant.
Okay, bud. Prime is hearing them suffer and endure all of this for his sake and can't take it anymore, so he reveals himself and starts throwing hands. It's cool. I liked it.
Look. Okay, yes, I found a truck, all right? I towed it back for the parts. I left it here last night. This morning, it's gone. When, where, I don't know. I swear to God, that's as much as I know about him.
Him. I said him.
Mr. Yeager.
What?
Excuse me. You just said him. Take him down.
What?
Ow! Let me go!
They don't know about the truck. I know. Just let her go.
What kind of a man betrays his flesh and blood brethren for alien metal?
What? You gonna shoot my little girl?
If I have
He
to.
was in there. Let her go.
7 seconds.
I'm telling you the truth. He was in there. Tell him to get away from my little girl now.
Shoot her.
And then he decides to not be Rust anymore, because sure, that's how Rust works. Eventually, finally, we make it to the American West, where every version of the Transformers ends up at some point.
KSI, Kinetic Solutions. Defense, aerospace, government contracts. And they designed this drone.
So these government guys just hunt you down and then pass you off to this KSI.
You heard it here first, folks. KSI is trying to kill the Autobots. Whoa, Chicago looks great for having been destroyed. Did he just use B as a printer?
Oh, yeah, no respect. It's just impossible sometimes.
Yeah, I went through that with Bumblebee.
Aww.
I'm in. You see my camera? They're melting Ratchet.
They slaughtered Ratchet. I'm gonna tear them apart.
Optimus's crash out when he found out that Ratchet was murdered and then torn apart is so valid and enjoyable to watch.
Stop! That's company property!
They're not your property. They were my friends.
Because you cannot stop technology.
We're not your technology.
Aww.
You have no soul. That is why I have no fear.
Ooh. Galvatron being voiced by Frank Walker is amazing and genuinely made me like Galvatron for once. His design was pretty wicked too, and I love how he transforms and moves around because it's different from the other giant robots. It's also neat how he was designed by the humans to be a sort of Nemesis Prime, but Megatron was just like, lol, thanks for the new body. How am I only halfway? Put him back under. I had to watch these movies, specifically this one, in multiple sittings because they're just simply too long and complicated for one sitting. Okay, not complicated, convoluted. At 1 hour and 28 minutes, this guy was definitely mouthing something. So what dialogue was so bad that they decided to cut it out? Okay, now listen, I'm not crazy, but for the entire second half of this movie, it was in 3D. You know that blue and red 3D that we had as kids? It was like that, only I couldn't turn it off and there was no setting on and I couldn't find anything about it online, but for some reason, my movie was in 3D and it looked horrendous. And tell me it's not in 3D. Look at the blue and reds. What have I done? Look at B. B's like, his colors are like not on his, they're like not on him. What? The last hour of this movie was pointless. The climax should have been on the ship. The Autobots fight to rescue Optimus while the humans fight to rescue the daughter. They all meet together and confront the green guy and then boom, movie over. But I had missed this little convo was cute, I guess.
When you said you were done fighting for humans, you didn't mean that, did you?
How many more of my kind must be sacrificed to atone for your mistakes?
What do you think being human means? That's what we do. We make mistakes. And sometimes out of those mistakes come the most amazing things. When I fixed you, it was for a reward. That was it. That was why. For money. And it was me making a mistake. Without it, you wouldn't be here. See, if you've got no faith in us, I'm asking you to do what I do. I'm asking you to look at all the junk and see the treasure. You gotta have faith, Prime. In who we can be.
Okay, so about those human characters. I have mixed feelings. When it was Cade and his daughter, it was pretty good. I enjoyed the father-daughter relationship rather than a romance like the previous 3 films. But then all of that is ruined when the boyfriend enters the picture. Punt this man-child into the flaming sun! The boyfriend character is so forced, and I don't know who he's there for. He's not heroic, and he doesn't ever save the girlfriend either. His one big moment is when they all get into a car at the climax and have to drive. In a Transformers movie. With Transformers. Who can drive. Because they're all cars. This was so pointless. Why are we in a dumb, stupid, non-transforming vehicle when Optimus Scrappin' Prime is right there? It was so stupid, and the writer's pathetic attempt to make the boyfriend character do something useful in the end. Anyways, Optimus Prime kills a man, and I'm conflicted about it. This is the best version of the Dinobots, but then they're released at the end of the movie to just roam the earth, because, yeah, that's safe. Bye. The last night. I wanted to like this one, but sadly, the Bay movies went out with a bang, caused by the fiery explosion that is the nuke of this cannon. Where do I even start with this? The plot is all over the place. I'm reading through my notes and I'm just like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I didn't like this. So here's a couple of things that I just really hated. They brought back Barricade only to do nothing with him. I don't like it when Bumblebee falls apart and then puts himself back together. It's weird and kind of gross. Quintessa is a giant missed opportunity. Don't slap Optimus Prime! What is up with her hair? Is it a ponytail or is it a braid? Megatron had his pick out of all the Decepticons and he chose these idiots. Why is Hot Rod French?
That's what?
Hot Rod.
That's red?
Hot Rod.
Hot Rod. It's his French accent.
Is he French?
No, he just likes the accent.
No. I hate the accent. But I can get rid of it.
When do Transformers come to Earth? Was it 2007? Was it when the Seekers came to scout the planet? No, it's apparently they've been here this whole time. Cogman. Hot Rod has time-altering abilities, which is Elita's power, not his. I hated everything in the submarine scene. Optimus could have had this epic entrance, but no, Nemesis Prime, you could just, if you could call him that, just shows up, and I guess we're fighting now. B talks, and I hate it.
I am Bumblebee. Your oldest friend.
Megatron speaks Cybertronian again, but unfortunately it doesn't sound as cool as it did in the first movie. Why is his energon green? Whew. Okay, now let's cleanse the palate with some things that I actually kind of liked. Kate and Grimlock's relationship is cute. I vibe with it.
Turn around. What do you got in your mouth? I know you got T. Sherman's cruiser. Drop it. Don't eat cars. Don't eat cars.
Isabella's whole character is amazing, and I really wanted her to be the main character, but then I remembered that we can't have nice things here. Like the part where she just girl bosses right up to Megatron? Peak.
Hey!
Hey, stop her!
Put him down!
No. Oh, now here she go. Look at her walking all strong with pigtails.
Go to hell!
This planet is hell.
This tumble was epic. Kate being thrown out of the elevator was cool for a bit. I like that action scene. Nemesis Prime has such pretty eyes. Another glorious tumble. Optimus kicking Megatron out the, spaceship thing was very cool. But in this canon, it doesn't make any sense. This is the first time that they've actually mentioned their relationship.
We were brothers once.
But I completely forgot all of these until I started writing this script, so it's not like any of these scenes impacted me that much. I think it's funny how Optimus comes out of his evil state and is like, what have I done? Honestly, not much, dude. You just got here. So yeah, we still did nothing with Unicron, and I hope we never do, because I hope we never get another one of these movies. Ah, dang it! How do I even wrap up my thoughts on this? I didn't like these movies. I think the storytelling was lazy, the animation got cheaper as it went on, and the lore was insultingly bad. And yet, I watched them because I wanted to see the live-action Transformers. I think the other two live-action movies are better by miles, but they don't have the budget and cinematography that these movies can afford. And those other two movies will be a video on their own, by the way. But yeah, the slang they gave all the Transformers was terrible. I hated it. They had no personality or good design. Like back in the 80s, the goal was to sell toys, right? So they came up with characters and designs that were marketable and people liked it. Also, the lack of continuity was annoying and bad, and I hate it here. Lastly, here's some clips of me experiencing the last half of these movies.
No, Prime, don't give Sentinel the Matrix of leadership. No. I knew it. I was like, no way. They're just gonna put 2 Star Trek references in the, oh my gosh, and it had Spock in it. Oh my goodness. Say more words. Not you.
I'll overlook your condescending tone if you heed the gravity of mine.
Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, this looks cool. This looks so cool. Bro's like, sheesh, I almost gave him the Matrix. Who
are you?
Your mom. Is he gonna sit in the chair? Oh, he's a little big for the chair. Bruh, that was just, what was the point of that? Oh, that is, oh, he is sitting in it! Bro, the deportation laws be crazy. We getting rid of the Autobots now. Bro, they didn't have their green cards. Oh no. Ooh, a space shuttle. Just like your mom. Earth is dead. Earth is dead. Ooh, planes. No! I can't. Odin, no! Oh no, he took a tumble! What is happening? Optimus was beating Bumblebee. Now Optimus is okay. Megatron shows up and steals a stick from him. Now the Knights are just beating the crap out of him.
The Guardian Knights are going to kill me.
Why? Wow. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, that's crazy, bro. Wow. That's exactly what I wanted. This random guy to fight Cybertronians. Rather than robot on robot violence, I get this random guy. Oh, they're like, oh, he's a homie. We couldn't tell before, but now we can. That's it. You are king of the robots.
The only place
Okay. Have you tried anywhere else?
Without you, we all die.
I thought Cade was the chosen one. I don't even know what's happening. Megatron, go away! Why are you still flying around?
I will never betray you again.
You didn't betray them in the first place! You were being controlled! Alright.
We must go to Cybertron.
Well, it's a good thing it's right here.
Quintessa.
Oh, we're gonna beat a woman.